Yera Mussa Dankwah say ne 14th of December 2025 and a year to a bar. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will get over 60%. You beside the other, but your answer or the man, about your tea.
Yeah, to a bar 1 year down the lane.
Yes.
And Kakana for making the same decision.
In fact, from what I've seen early, from the online vote, any the also on telephone vote, and Kabaya West.
Kabaya West?
Yes.
For the NPP?
Yes.
Which means John Mahama would have gotten, say, but John Mahama will get more than 56% to
a lot more than what he got.
I see.
Yes, from what we are seeing currently in the real-time polls at I'll give you a hint of where the numbers are at the moment. But if he would have been in the 60s.
Okay. So it means after the elections, Mahama more, and I said the NPP now are less attractive after the elections.
Both, a combination of two. One, MP before almost feet, they haven't found their feet yet in opposition to stabilize themselves and have a kind of a way of responding to the government. You don't see a concerted, united way of dealing with the government.
Okay.
And secondly, omo peke niema amount for emphanyasem. And they dwell on it.
Okay.
Oshia, Nemabi wana ordinarily no, because I'm for bufu abayno. Abaye kwa na manfo bufu. First one, D-levy. They did.
D-levy.
Yes.
1 CD on 2 or no.
And ordinarily, they don't have very cool car, but you didn't hear anything. And you have a situation a buying talk military aircraft, including presidential jet.
Yes.
And first no and buying but still people.
Even though the NPP keeps hammering there, no.
Yes, among for
Enshada inform Musa.
Absolutely. So
what's it? Was it saying ne? Any talk about John Mahama Benya over 60% of the vote. If there was NPP, the party is useless. Or they don't even hammer where Ghanaians will get angry. Or say some Makano, a light Ghana for Munufie. Or say ye got to petrol now the year me were part of the two mono. Ghana Nibia to any impact on it. Or say no dear compare Emfa. Or say a buying a Quacoto jet, I come military for. I say I know Ghana who say anything serious. Or dear compare Emfa. Or say NPP party in engine or Munufie, so it's like only stable party, they don't even have the men. And they didn't NPP for anything. That is not strong enough for somebody to convince themselves that we need to speak or vote against NDC. And the NPP for need to learn a lot because party no money need the men no. They make on me video show and NBC they are some class or say some class in Kwano Masala or say hodi bi eni omumu. Hodi ni sa. Because the NPP, they need to sit down and then analyze how NDC in opposition was behaving. No one for the same tactics and encore. By net saying and anakin, you got now was only at light beam, we are to water beam. I better one cause I'm going to Ghana for the light beam and see to make the country stronger. We need money. And then your mama by your mom was yet the country is moving on. And that is what Ghanaians are looking for. That is what Ghanaians are yearning for. And you all of a sudden want to pin the government on something. But I said, no, you're a Mussa Dankwah, Ghana phone soon because say hata. It's not strong enough. Go for the when you cry my. Mankasa also Muntimi organize your moho. Penebra champion number be no cancer for Dr. Mahmoud Bomiano number be no cancer for. Now, Bronye, come money or more. Dio Mankasa, they are fighting, insulting among themselves. And to Ghana, anyone to perform some a serious political party. Obi any wa Jimudio, Obi and Jimundi. The NPP near starting soon because party when we are better in opposition for 30 years. Now my power that. All right, let me address this particular issue. Alas, Munufie. Please, Lawyer Chumberima first said he is the Deputy Commissioner of Narcotics. Please, that part he said he is a policeman was a slip of tongue. Na me nam catching zonka. Minia. Me nam catching zonka. Me to me police na me catching me police na yeden. He's a lawyer, and I know lawyer be arguing here, lawyer be arguing here. When you go to law school, basic they tell you to think like a lawyer and reason like a lawyer. Lawyer Chumberman knew what he was talking about. Was he making him a police for? Mama Chum police for. He knew what he was talking about. And yes, to say, true. Lawyer Chumberman knew say when you have a suspect, you don't film him and then post it online. He knows that it's illegal to do that. He's a lawyer. He by himself says, many lawyer Chumberima. So he's a lawyer, and every lawyer needs to uphold the rule of law. I don't have to tell him to do that. He knows. It is a lawyer Chumberima. Nipa na yachwa mwashi nyana. Also mankataka many because you don't want any Ghanaian to know them. Why are you filming the suspect? You know, it's only a court of competent jurisdiction. Any bit may pronounce a Brutica say he's actually the person in the US for everywhere. No. What if you say you send a Brutica to America or whatever, you extradite him, or even Ghana government says, okay, yeah, extradite him. You be didn't say waha. Na court can say there be nipa na mo here and say why scam you be there anyway ya. Only one time she nipa image that. So what say no? What they call open obi who's a kwane criminal. And then the cops are sharing that when the chair me now we trying the video. You want everybody to know so a Brutica ya nail no. I'm not saying you don't have to go after criminals, but once you get a suspect, you don't treat that suspect as a criminal unless a court of competent jurisdiction pronounces him as being that person, as being guilty of that offense. Now that is my viewpoint. I'm not saying they shouldn't go after somebody who is perceived to be a criminal. No, that is not my viewpoint. Maybe they say somebody can actually go and tell people, oh, I call you Kunipo, wait, or say. Then we post it online. They try me video there but maybe the person will go back and say, oh, it's anybody kwa mekano. You don't know send out through the media. Now no me who video be a mami be say friend dem a free. Now TikTok. Edi osofu bi atemo Germany say osofu no say you man da so muna so. Osofu no date that the lumba yere mami panyin ya. Mami abrewe ya or the lumba funu ko kwoti. Also suffering dating edi na tem also for ba out ebe bo ni due nyina say enyo no a then about 2 or 3 days that man when free no came back to say so she's very sorry the nipa na no nim no say enyo no say house of no wa say no ko akwande me da alasa I when I've been a slip of tongue no enyo me na me catch so onka e ono an kai. And then you being a lawyer, no, I did that narcotic control board. My view, I'm not siding with. I'm not saying no, and I'm not saying Brutica is a criminal. No, Yenchi suspect and video no and to public domain. That is my viewpoint. A basa na wono what sentence independent of that. Saying katitina na kwa ma ya bona shinokuno. Corporal punishment, and you been a papa na no. That is what I'm talking about. And he being a lawyer no ought to know. So I don't know, it doesn't have to happen like that. That is my viewpoint. So mama you need to understand as I'm making very, very carefully. Alasa, me know we are 100%. But I don't have to. I didn't tell him to say he's a policeman because he's an ex-police officer. Anyway, you're a lawyer. Any of this question is I did not tell him to say he's a policeman. On one account. So whether it's a slip of tongue or not,